Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Welcome, chat. We are going over here to do this. Oh, look at chat is already fired up. Too bad Bull doesn't like PvE. That is so true. I don't love PvE. So, how's everybody doing? It's September. It's after the Labor Day weekend for those of you that have that in your various countries. And kids are back in school. And yeah, so it's good. I love September. Man, do I love September. The weather starts to change, the trees start to change. It's hunting season. Love it. Karma, how's it going? The Wilderness Rust servers, how's it going? Sean Smith, welcome. Main Loot, welcome from Costa Rica. Nice. Do you live there or are you vacationing there? Noob Cakes, welcome, man. Altruistic Cynic, I like that name. Kenzie started school this week. Oh my word. Dude, you're an old man. Speaking of that state, and I won't name you out there, but if you guys don't vote the right way this year, I'm going to come down there and talk to you. Karma says, your content has been truly so valuable. Thanks. Well, I appreciate that, and that is definitely what it's all about. I'm here to help. And for those of you that don't believe that, I don't know what else I can do. I've got some, oh man, there's so many things I could talk to you guys about. There's so many things in the pipeline right now. And I need some of them to start coming to fruition so that I can start telling you about them. But oh man, I've got some exciting things coming up. Yeah, it's fun, and all I can do is bite my tongue right now. Nah, man, I don't age. I've stayed the same age for the last 15 years. I don't age. Except look at my beard. Look at how gray I've gotten, man. It's insane. Yeah, it's wipe weekend. You know what? It's actually, I'm looking more towards next month's wipe than I was this one. There were some cool things brought in and definitely some behind the scenes changes made for this wipe yesterday. But next month, man, oh man, is it going to be a gooder. The whole change to the procedural map has not changed. Well, I mean, they were supposed to change it during the whole HDRP phenomenon that never really took place. But yeah, so that's yeah. I'm excited to a change in how the maps are generated. So that's pretty cool. And this will be the first one in quite some time. All right, so let's get down to business. Okay, so before I do that, I would just like to mention, I don't know if he's watching it or not, but a very long time member of the community, of the Rust Admin Academy community, has undergone some medical. And I'd just like to take a minute to let Larry know that we're thinking about him. And I hope that everything is going as planned, and hope to see you back in the saddle very, very quickly. And I hope you're feeling good, and I hope they're medicating you appropriately during your recovery. So shout out to Larry in chat. What languages do I speak? I only speak Canadian. Yeah, that was a heck of a wipe, for sure. I'm not going to lie. Oh, for the monthlies. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying. Thinking about you today, thinking about what I started back in the day. I'm very proud and happy how far you've come. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So for those that maybe, actually most of you probably don't know, Noob Cakes and I, we've been working together for, I don't know, since Christ was a cowboy, really. Years and years we've been working together on servers and projects and streaming and you know, everything circling around Rust. He's been a member of all of my communities and been very supportive and helpful through that whole time. So that's Noob Cakes Gaming, if anybody's wondering what that's all about. Yeah, man, lots of love for Larry in chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Karma calling in from Vancouver Island. Well, I do like my British Columbians, that's for sure. I don't necessarily like your political leanings, but I do like British Columbians as a whole. So we are doing Rust server audits today. And so if you haven't already, make sure you get your server on the list to be audited live on stream. And the way to do that is by going to audits.rustadminacademy.com and fill out that really quick and simple form. There's an option at the very bottom there for you to add my Steam 64 ID to your server so that if I do happen to land on one of your servers, I can actually take advantage of a whole bunch of things. I can show a whole bunch more off for your little spotlight on the monthly live stream. So that's good. Thanks, Wilderness. I appreciate that. Man, last week's video though did not do well. Apparently, people do not like farming nearly as much as I do. And by farming, I mean like actually planting and growing food and all that stuff, because man, that video completely shit the bed. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. All right, so let's get started. I think that's all the business out of the way. We've got memberships open, so if you want to, you can click on that button right below that says join, and you can become any level of membership you want there. Or of course, if you want to hit me up, you can go to patreon.srtbull.com and you can support that way too. All right, let's get started. So so just for those that haven't seen it, this is what the form looks like. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you go to audits.rustadminacademy.com and fill out that form. And that will give me one of these where we can pick from. So we have 147 responses to pick from. So let's go to random.org and put in 147, and we will change that if that happens to change during this live stream. And we're just going to generate a random number and random number 110, sorry. Let me just bring up my notepad here so I can keep track of which servers we've gone to. I'm going to unmute this. I'm curious to know. Let me know if you guys can hear the stream noises in the background if somebody joins or whatever. Let me know if you hear it in chat, because I've been trying to figure out why you can't hear it. All right. Oops, I need that up. I need this up right here. There we go. All right, so we're going to server number 110. So let's look up server number 110. And that is Rust Nation PvE. And I'm just going to have a quick look on my list here, make sure we haven't already gone there. And we haven't, so let me just get started here. We are September 6th. 2024, and our first server is, oh, and I do have to say this. So on a previous stream, it came, Rustmania came up in the list of things. And I decided at the time, because Rustmania had just recently changed hands at that time, I didn't know if it was the previous owner or the new owner that requested the audit. So I opted to not cover that server. They did reach out to me and say, no, it was me. The new owner did say, no, it was me. So I did agree to go back and do that server, even though they don't necessarily get chosen because they've already been chosen in the past, right? Makes sense? Clear as mud? So Jack has just joined as a YouTube member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we've got Deviated. I need to be able to see the full name here. What do you want me to call you? Deviated. We'll just say Deviated. Donated $10 super chat, which I super appreciate. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get. We are doing Rust Nation PvE, and that is despite the fact that I don't like PvE servers. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. We're going to actually join that server. We're going to have a look around and see what we can see. I should move this stuff around so that it makes more sense. But let's have a look here. Let's see what we can find out. So US Rust Nation PvE. Oh, look at that. It popped up right away. Bam. And it's not an empty server. I love it. So if anybody else wants to join, we are going into Rust Nation PvE 10x no BPs is the server that we're going into. Okay. So we're going to go back and have a look at the things that they said about their server. Okay, can you guys hear that? Let me know if you guys can hear that. Oh, Sean Smith says I heard something. No rules Rust. Welcome. Deviated. Deviated one. The deviated one. Love it. So just so that I get it out of the way, when I'm loading into a server, my OBS has a hard time. It starts to struggle, so you'll start seeing that I'm all twitchy and stuff like that. It will. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know. I finally figured out what that problem was. And it was really simple, and it was right in front of my face the whole time. So while that's loading in, let's see what they have to say. So we have a website, we have a Discord. So, and again, so we're not doing websites, we're not doing Discord audits right now, just in the interest of time. We may come back to that later. I know that people were liking having a look at the community surrounding whichever server we were going into, but I found that I was spending like 30 minutes on one community. So in the interest of getting more audits done on a particular live stream, then I had to cut some parts out. All right, so we're just about in. Just bear with me. Stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So now the downside to this is you all might be able to hear my game. I don't know if I have that separated out on OBS or not. Rust Nation PvE 10x. Search them up, hop in, have a look. You can try and find me. I don't care if you stream snipe me, don't care. So Talaprat says no. I'm assuming that you're saying no to hearing that sound effect in the background. So we'll wait. Hopefully we get another one, and then we can see if it's was something on your end or something on my end. Most people are saying yes, that they're hearing it. So I'm going to assume that it's okay now. Noob Cakes coming in with the silver level membership. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you hadn't taken your hiatus there, you probably would have been my longest standing Patreon member. But it's good that you've been out. Could be that I'm half deaf. Yep, that could absolutely explain part of the problem. Yes. So yeah, anyways, Noob Cakes, you've been overtaken by a couple of other members that have been there since right around that very time. Like we're talking, I've got Patreon members that have been with me for 4 or 5 years. It's crazy. Love it. Appreciate the support. All right, come on, let's go. Rail meshes. Get on with it. So let's do something in chat. First of all, if you're a student yourself and going back to school, let's drop a 1 in chat. And if you're a parent with kids that are going back in school, let's drop a 2 in chat and let me know who I'm talking to. Parents are saying, oh man, the summer's over. Now we get to go on vacation. The kids are all gone. Kids are back in school, I should say. All right, this looks good. So, from what I'm seeing, you guys can hear my in-game volume. Is that correct? Noob Cakes is a 1 and a 2. There you go. Because if that gets too loud, I'm gonna have to shut it down because it just gets to be too much. Mr. Blue is a 3. Always gotta mess with the program, hey? Alright, I gotta turn it down a little bit because it's just too much. Alright, so Rust Nation PvE 10X. And we're using a very familiar info panel, which is totally fine. We've got some good information coming up front. Reboot schedule, don't really care. Server info, definitely helpful, but we already know all of that. And we've got Discord links and store links at the very bottom, which is fantastic. And you guys know what I've said about the rules in the past. To be honest with you, these are so like cookie cutter rules. Nobody even reads that. I promise you, nobody's reading that. So we've got TP kits. We've got the skill tree, which I'm now a fan of. I didn't know that I was a fan of it, but I actually am. Skin, stats, ranks. We've got some B grades. We've got my mini. So let's fly that sumbitch around so we can actually get around this server quickly. And we've got some VIP stuff. Yo! So VIP 1 lasts for 30 days and it's $3 US and you get 15 supply drops. Wow. So depending on the loot in those supply drops, that could be seriously OP. Wow. So we've got it pretty well. No, I would say the 2s have it. So we've got more adults with kids going back to school. Interesting. Yeah, here, I could do this. Here, like, let's do it like this. I could turn it down like that. But see, the problem then is it only turns it down for you guys. It doesn't turn it down for me. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. And we've got some kits. I do like that they've added the, can you guys see that beside my fat head? They've got the generator in there, which I do like. And we can call in specific helis. Perfect. Okay, so this is good. This is a modded server, and this guy, they know what they're doing. This is some good stuff. Plus, they're using what I would consider to be like an advanced panel for all of this information. And the fact that it's functioning, looks good. This shows a certain skill level that you don't always see. And this is like a full meal deal. So like they've bought, so for those that are wondering, this is Welcome Controller by Amino. It's available from codefling.com, but they've added on kits controller, shop controller, stats controller, skin controller, all within the one package, which if I'm not mistaken is still available as a package on codefling.com. We've got some Q&A. What is this? What is this Roam thing I keep seeing? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, cool. So let's, did they add me as an owner? No, they didn't. What in God's name is going on over here? All right, so that is way too much going on. So we may have to wait till daytime. Let's see, do we have any commands? No. That's okay. We might have to wait till daytime, which is a little bit frustrating for time, but that's okay. We can have a look at chat. My 3 is a parent. They have long left school. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was actually a really good choice. I should have given the third option like Mr. Blue had suggested. Should have done. Mature student, veteran, so not ready. Update my submission. So main loot, if you want to update your submission, the best thing that I could suggest is just putting in another one. I guess that would be the way to do that. BMG Jet, how's it going? I've got a question for you that I will ask you offline. All right, so we're gonna head. We typically go look at what's going on over at water treatment. We've got, looks like 3 locked crates over at water treatment. So let's try and make our way over there and see what's what. We'll have a quick look at loot. We're gonna check out gather rates and all that other stuff. We're gonna make sure that things like teleport is working. But we are going to wait till daytime before we get into any of that. Okay, so for those, oh, you guys can't see it. So the backpack icon deck next to the hotbar, I get it. But does everybody understand that it's not actually easier than just using a hotkey? Like, so in order to hit on a icon like the backpack icon that is on my screen that I know you guys can't see, in order to hit on that icon, I have to bring up my chat anyways, and then I can click on my backpack button on the screen. So instead of bringing up chat and then clicking on a button, why not just use a hotkey instead? Get rid of the backpack icon altogether. Just personal. You know, it's just one of those things. It seems like we're doing 2 steps where one would work. And this isn't, I'm not talking about this server specifically. Like everybody, oh look, there's an airplane event over there. It looks like it's crashing. I want that airplane event actually. A lot of effort went into that icon, and I appreciate the level of work that goes into stuff like that. It's adding an extra step that I don't believe is necessary. Can you guys see the terrible flame graphics that are going on my torch right now? That's brutal. I don't really understand what's going on there. So I'm just kind of vamping a little bit here because it's nighttime and I want to have a look at this server in good view. We've got Fishy Forest joined from the United States. Joined on the server that we're in, not anywhere else. Okay, got a question where we have welcome panel and stuff. What's the easiest way to let people know what plugins there are and what commands to use? Just make another tab or you? So okay, that's a great question, and I have a really good solution. Unfortunately, it's not a public plugin. So maybe what I'll do, oh shit, I can't go in here. That went well, didn't it? There's a plugin available. I'm going to ask the developer and see if he'll make it public, because I think a lot of people would make use of it. It's basically a commands list. So it's literally you do /CL and it will display a UI showing all of your commands that are available for the server. And that is also combined with a plugins list. So if you use /PL in chat, it would give a list of all of the plugins. Now, granted, maybe not everyone wants to have that information out there, but it is controllable as to what commands or what plugins will actually display on that UI. So I think people will make use of it. I would probably do a video on it just to show the benefits of it. It's a really small plugin, really lightweight, but I do think that would be the best way to tell your players or show your players what commands are available to them, and or which plugins you're using on the server. Now, without that, yeah, using some sort of a panel, so a welcome controller or server info, something like that, is going to basically be really the only other way you'd be able to get that information across to them, right? Let's see, can we do Outpost? No. We can do My Mini though, but I won't have any fuel. So let's try to get some fuel here so we can actually get this party started. Lots of noobs struggle to bind keys, but they can press tab. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that you're probably right on that one. I don't know. I do so many things with keybinds. I can't imagine people not wanting to do that. Like, especially as an admin of my own servers, like I probably have 12 or 15 commands that are all done with hotkeys, because like, who uses chat anymore? All right, while we're here, let's check out some things. So we've got gather's good. We've got the skill tree is activated. We've just been getting points already. Cool. I absolutely hate info panel. I think it's overkill. But I guess I understand it. When you have a shop as well as, do they have server rewards too? Yeah, okay, so oops. So they have server rewards on the server, but they're not utilizing it, which I find interesting. Probably because they switched to shop controller, and then that makes sense. Gotcha. Now I understand how you came to that realization. Looks good. Completed the mission, collect 10,000 wood. So we took down 2 trees. We're on a 10x server and we got 10,000 wood. Okay, so that makes sense. Too much going on in chat. I don't need to know where every single airdrop has landed. And here's our fuel, as well as our bone knife, because chopping up animals with a hatchet is just wrong on so many levels. But now we can fly around and have a look at some things, because we need to check out loot. And are we going to be instant craft? What do you guys think? Is this going to be instant craft? Let's hope not. It's not. Perfect. And I wasn't being sarcastic there. I actually don't like instant craft. Bare bones. What are we doing with bare bones? That looks interesting. You can toggle it on and off. That is correct. You absolutely can. So in my server, my personal server, I have that icon available, but it's turned off by default. And if the player wants it, they have to turn that on.
I didn't get that.
Shut up, Siri. How would I add you as an admin for a potential audit? Great question. So what I suggest you do is add me as an owner of your server. So owner ID with my Steam 64 ID, which I do have posted on the form that you will fill out at audits.rustadminacademy.com. And then, oh look, there's a base. Beauty. And then also add me to your admin group. I won't do anything, and if I do, then you of course have full reason to come after me. And by doing that, you'll actually be getting the best kind of audit that I can possibly do, because then I'm not wasting time trying to navigate around. And I can show off a bunch of features of your server without buying VIPs or, you know, whatever, right? So those locked crates are gone. So let's just go down here and hit up some, let's go hit up some loot. Don't crash. Don't crash. You're going to hit that tree, bud. And yeah. That's looks like a player thrown supply signal over yonder. Oh, yikes. That's more than 10 times loot, folks. Just for the record. Is that going to blow up? Okay, hold on. Hold the phone here. That bear was attacking me, but I didn't take any damage. I thought on PvE servers, now correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought on PvE servers you still took damage from AI. Is that not correct? Yeah, moderator ID. Yeah, absolutely. That would work too. Totally. That's totally fine. No, Karma, you're thinking about something different. That is giving full access to your dashboard. That's not what we're talking about. So you would do a command in chat that is either owner ID or moderator ID that would add me to your list of users, like authorized users on your server to be in that category. Do I use shampoo? I do not use shampoo, but I do use body wash. I have a body. I don't have hair, so yeah. What I'm not really sure. So there are some funky things going on in this server. Well, first of all, there's way too much going on. So we have this. I'm not really sure what was going on, but something exploded in the background. Oh, that is a player thrown supply signal. Okay, so that's cool. That's also why I got that like 16 notifications that there was a supply signal had landed near me. That all makes sense now. All the chat spam is a bit annoying. I agree. I don't like you're gonna make me say beard poo on chat on stream? Not fair. Not fair. Yeah, beard poo. That is a thing. They don't call it that. Maybe they should call it that, actually. You've entered a PvP zone and now left a PvP zone. What was the zone that I just flew through? There's so much that goes into making a PvE server. It's just, man, I don't know. I'm actually moderating a PvE server right now while the owner is out on medical leave. And it's quite different. I don't know what zone I just went through, but whatever. It is what it is. We're trying to get over to see these crates so that I can hopefully unlock one is the plan here. I just used poo. Yep. Yeah, that bear. Okay, so that's what that was. That you seen that satchel charge that spawned out of. They're called exploding barrels. The satchel charge. No, it's not. Yes, it is exploding barrels. I think. The satchel charge landed out of the and it was lit. It was ready to go. And when I ran away, it spawned a bear, and it can spawn various different things, various different animals, or it can just explode too. I'm pretty sure it's exploding barrels. I've never used it, but I've heard people talk about it a lot. Now let's see. Do we have a bunch of AI here? What am I wearing? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Getting radiated. That's okay. I do want to see what they have in their locked crates though. Ah, and see, it puts it in chat that I'm hack. I guess it doesn't matter if you're in a PvE server because nobody's gonna come kill you. It's so weird. Yeah, it would be very chill because, yeah, I could see that being the case, actually. I'm going to set I do have a crate timer on my Stream Deck, so I will definitely set that. And good, we've got a mining outpost. Okay, so that's what I've always said about PvE servers is in order to keep your players engaged, you have to have a lot of things, a lot for them to do. And I would say that they've done a pretty good job with that because like things like rateable bases, stuff like that is all very helpful to keep your players engaged. I do have to I have to do some of this business because I'm going to die if I don't. Let's get these going. And there's lots of events, the stuff like that. It's good stuff. It's just so far away from what I view Rust being. It just feels way too far from the root of the game. And that's just a personal thing. My opinion is just it's just that. It means nothing. All right, let's try to med up here a little bit instead of dying like a rookie on day one. Should have taken damage from that bear. That's what I would have thought too. I find it strange that I didn't. And because I didn't hear of anything. I didn't read anything at the beginning saying that you get protection from animals or anything like that. So like, why wouldn't I have taken damage? Exactamundo. Running, yeah, oh, got that one. Don't have to deal with 90% of the BS that you do with PvP. I do agree with that. But that also means that you don't have to deal with like 90% of what Rust is. And that's my problem with it. You have, in fact, used it, but it was short term. That could very well be the case, actually. Exploding barrels, I'm assuming you're talking about. Exploding barrels. Gotcha. There's nothing to fight. This is a bad PvE server. No, there are. Because I saw... that's what killed me the first time around was zombies. And loot is way OP for... is way OP for just a 10x server. Like, look at my inventory. I've got 200 gears, 200 propane tanks. I've got 3,400 scrap already, and like I've only been in here a couple of minutes. All right, so we have to start grading this server. Rust Nation PvE. So as you well know, with my past... Oh, I can't go in here yet. I'm only up to 50% health. I need... Sorry, just bear with me. It's hard to talk and fly, apparently. Does that make sense? Yeah, see, I knew I was going to run out of fuel. What the hell was I just saying? Oh, yeah. So we have to grade this server. And if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I don't like UIs. So unfortunately, that has to be a hit. They have to take... So as you can see on the screen here, we've got, I think this is info panel, and we have this as well. So like, I understand that it's different information, but there is such a thing as too much information. ST skill tree, yeah. So they do have the skill tree, and I would like to see more people getting involved with skill tree. It's kind of a neat concept. It's not something that I use on my servers, but you can definitely get some huge benefits of it. Why am I getting... Oh, because I'm crafting things. I was wondering why I was getting XP in the background there. And I would, if I was in the arena looking for something like this, I would probably take that over, what's the other one? Z levels. But you can also do so many more things with it. It's not just increasing gather rates or decreasing crafting times. There's a ton of different things that you can do with the skill tree. Yeah, so I don't know. I think people should check it out. All right, I don't know how much time is left. I think I've got about 10 minutes left on my locked crate. But I just have a sinking feeling that it's going to be way too OP loot in there. I'm trying to craft up enough clothes so as to stop taking so much rad damage, but it seems to be impossible. Oh, I think I got it there. 8 minutes. We are not spending another 8 minutes waiting for that. Jump to quit? Jump to quit the skill tree? Is that... Yeah, exactly, right? I'm using the same... Wait, yeah, that's so weird. No, it's not jump to quit. That's obviously not what you were talking about. I'm going to assume that that was supposed to be good advice, but I just didn't put it together in my head. Larry, how's it going? Larry Breathhauer. Breathhauer? Breathhauer, probably, right? Breathhauer. Sorry. Should probably start making the requirements that you have to have vanish. So yeah, exactly. So that's what I was talking about earlier. That's why I've now put my Steam 64 ID on the submission form, so people can add me to their admin group as well as make me an owner or a moderator. I don't care which one, as long as it gives me the ability to no clip around and have a look at things real quick and not have to fly around. Plus, God mode would be super helpful. And not a big fan of the UI. Yes, Schmenkins, exactly. It's just if they took the UI and customized it just a little bit to use some Rust colors, maybe use some Rust text font, made it look like it was supposed to be there, then I would be okay with it. And you have to have the option to turn it off. Yeah, I don't love how skill tree looks. I just like the functionality of it. Don't say that too loud, otherwise Amino's going to make his own version of it. And the good thing about what Amino does is that you can fully customize every single detail about his plugins and make it look like it's supposed to be there. I have Welcome Controller on my personal server, and I love how it looks. It's so clean. It uses familiar colors because I set it up that way. It's absolutely the way to go. Have the skill tree all custom PvP server with PvE events. Cool. I would like to see that. Clean UI is the best way. I agree. And that's how I am on my servers, is no UI. It's only vanilla UI. Currently commissioning a set of icons for skill tree on my server. You can replace the images in the config. Yes, I would imagine that to be the case for sure. So I'm really satisfied that I came in here. There was players in here. Let's have a look. I'm not sure why that's not loading. I hope their description isn't empty, but it could be with no header image. So that part I don't love. Their info panel though is set up really well. I don't love this graphic in the background. Sorry if you guys can hear that motorbike outside. And there's a whole, they've made their own logo, but I wish that they would make it fit better. You can see that it's squished in this way and it shouldn't be. So very little bit of tweaking needs to be done on Welcome Controller, and this would be good. I'd be satisfied with it. I won't say that it's good. I hate rules. I hate the cookie cutter rules. Looting others' property is not allowed. Cause for kickban. Well, that's just PvE. Like, everybody knows that. I mean, I guess if you've never been to a PvE server, then you wouldn't know that. But all these other ones, can you guys see that? All this stuff doesn't belong there. First of all, nobody cares. And nobody's going to follow those bottom rules. They're just not. You have to be there as an admin to say, hey, look, stop being a groucho. And then you can actually do something about it. But just posting these rules, I don't like it. I don't love it. If they use the server rewards plugin, and they are on, yeah, so they are on this server, but it's been disabled. There's no items available, and that's what I get. So I was actually going to have a look in here as well. So I've been in this server for, oh my God, way too long. See, this is my problem. I get way too into servers and I spend too much time on one. So having a look at the shop, I've been in the server for about 30 minutes. And have I earned enough to buy anything? According to that, yes, I have just over $1,000 that I could spend. So I've been in here for 30 minutes and I can already buy some things. But not everything. I could buy a rocket launcher. What? A minigun? Okay. For those that know PvE, why would you have a rocket launcher on a PvE server? Bot respawn and lots of bots. That is, Muktak, that's a good point. I would rather see bot respawn than whatever the night zombie plugin is that they're using. Jack, that's a good point. That works too. Yeah, OG Pain, thanks for change the icons. Okay, sorry. Raven, your name is all. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see what you did there. Your name is really long, Raven. So it like messes with my chat, but I figured it out. The rocket launcher is 150. So I've been in here a half hour-ish, we'll say, and I have $1,000 available to spend in the shop. And, oh, rateable basis, good point. Thank you. Thank you, good point. Bradley, good point. Yep. Zombie Horde, that's the one that I was thinking of. I use bot respawn in my server. It does work quite well. You have to spend some time with it, getting the NPCs the right kits with the right loot if you're going to do that, and then dealing with all of their features. And there's a ton of specs for each individual NPC, or each group of NPCs, I should say. You have to spend time on it to get it right. The blue should be green. Okay, so that is not controllable by the end user, and I agree with you. I think green translates to purchase, and I agree. And I battled for that and lost. It will be customizable in an upcoming version of Shop Controller. I'm sure of it. I guess I don't know that specifically, but I am just waiting for this time to create, and then we're going to give a final grade on this server and then carry on to the next one. I know I've spent too much time on here. Yeah, Zombie Horde's pretty good. I don't mind. I don't use it myself, but I can appreciate those that do. I don't know. That's a lot of loot. We've got gather mode available, but not retriever. If you're going to have gather, why wouldn't you have retriever too? Interesting. I wonder if people don't know what the retriever mode does. I wonder if that's why people don't use it. That would be a failure on my part if that's the case. Quad vanilla means you can only have team members up to 4. You can only have 4 members on your team, and everything else is vanilla. Solo only is the best way to go. That's how I live my life. Solo only. All right, so good Lord, look at this. All right. So out of that locked crate, we got 78 C4 and AK, a whole bunch of ammo, 10 masks, 10 chest plates. Way too OP. Way too OP. All right. So the loot in this server is not 10x. It's higher than 10x, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just don't love it. When you start getting into really high gather rates, it takes away all of the challenge. Plus, in this situation, we've taken away all PvP risk. It's like, what are we doing here? You know? No, we're gonna look at a couple of servers. I have to do at least 3 servers. If I looked at only one server, that would be an epic fail on my part. We're going to look at least 3. All right, so we've got UI, we've got loot is way too high, and not enough things for people to do. I think that was a really good observation. We've got teleports. Let's see. Can we do this? Let's see what happens here. So let's do this. Let's do TP vent. Oh, teleport UI. Good for you. So premium, using a premium plugin to do teleporting. Oh, and look, we could, oh, for fuck's sakes. Why didn't you guys tell me to check that? The end teleportation UI, I actually really enjoy this. I love that it's got that Rust feel to it. It looks like it belongs. Oh man, that's a really big selling point for me. Really big selling point. And we can bounce around. Oh, it can't teleport while you're crafting. That's fine. You know what? I just got sold on this plugin. This teleport UI is available at Chaos Code. And I'm going to go buy it as soon as I'm done with this stream because I like it that much. We've still got daily limits. Oh. Okay, anyways. Holy, get over yourself, man. Let's cancel this craft. We could have warped directly to a bunch of different places all over this map. I'm such a bonehead. I checked /outpost and I should have kept going. This admin is mental. I don't know that I'd go that far. I can see what they're doing here. I just don't love it. I've got 14 warps left back to these locations. That's fine. And if I stay here, I'm going to die, which is totally cool as well. I'm going to give this server a 7 out of 10. I don't like the UIs, the server info. No, info panel. I do like how they have the welcome controller set up with all of the different add-on modules. However, the icon needs to be changed, and I think that background image needs to be removed or changed in a different way so that it makes everything easier to read, easier to see. We've got kits, which is good. I also find it strange that I thought I was able to... Oh yeah, there it is. They do have this set up pretty good, but if you're going to use a plugin like this, make sure you use the images. Just having these kits right here where it says kit, that's not okay. Make sure you have actual images there. So I'm going to give I'm going to give Rust Nation PvE 10x a 7 out of 10. They're almost there. Fix your graphical stuff. Get a little bit more for people to do. Raidable bases is not enough, and nighttime zombie hordes is not enough. Bot respawn was a good suggestion, and I think events. Get into doing events on your server for PvE servers. It'll help. Trust me. And that 78 C4 Yeah, exactly. So 78C4 is OP on a server where you can't raid anyone, but on a server that does have raidable bases, bet the loot is 10x along with the crates being juiced for a crap load of loops. That's probably true, Jack. If they're using alpha loot, that only applies if they're using alpha loot, right? Blue Haven, on a server that has raidable bases, the plugin called raidable bases, then it makes sense to have C4, rockets, stuff like that. Don't set expectations, then not meet them. Players gonna leave. That is a very valid point. Yeah. The plugin name is... That's a good question. Like I said, it is available from Chaos. I can tell you here in just a minute. I think it's Teleport UI. Hopefully I'm talking about the right plugin that you're asking about. Teleport GUI. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna I'll dump the link in chat here for you. And that doesn't help me at all. So like this is just a direct thing between you and Chaos Code. That's not an affiliate or anything like that. It's just getting you the information that you might want. Rose, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we give Rust Nation a 7 out of 10. What do you guys think? Is that a fair evaluation? I know a lot of people think that I'm way too generous with my valuations. I do hate it when I'm beating up on people as well. So I try not to be too hard on people. I think 7 out of 10 is just critical enough that they're not quite there yet. They've got some work to do. So Wilderness agrees with me. So that's good. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. We are now at 151 responses. So let's change this to 151. Let's bring you all back into the fray so you can actually see what's going on. So 1 out of 151, we're going to generate a random number there. And we're going to server number 114. And I do have to check my list. Looks good. 114. Oh no, I was up a page. Okay, looks good. All right, so we're going to go into server number 114. What server is that? Weird that we did 110 and 114. That's pretty close. That doesn't seem very random. So we've got the Wilderness solo only. What are the odds that that just happened? Is this your server? My PV, you take damage from everything but other players. Yeah, I think that's the way it should be. The heli, animals, scientists. Chat should have the prefixes with the server name. I disagree. As long as it doesn't say in brackets player next to my name, I don't care what you do. Yeah, okay. So that is... So finally, well, not finally, we've had it before, but we're going into a server with a viewer that is actually watching. It's not rigged. I swear to God, it's not rigged. It can't be rigged. It's random.org. It cannot be rigged. I promise you it's not. So we are going into a solo only server, which is my favorite kind of server, or not favorite, but the one that I play the most is a solo duo. No, that's not even true. I play on a 5x with no limits. Come on, let's go. So I may have to do a direct connect here for that. I don't know where this server is located, but it is not populating. Let's disconnect from that. Don't care. Yes, scientists are going to kill me after 20 minutes of sleeping. Fine. Good that they put that warning up there, though. That's new as of yesterday. So we're going to do connect with that IP address. Oh, it's EU? That makes sense. So my ping might be terrible. Not going to lie. Might be terrible. Actually, let's do this here right quick. I'm going to shut off my VPN because that adds some weight. So the stream might hitch for a second, and I'm just going to wait for you all to come back before. And we should be back. Can everyone agree that we're back? No, I'm not going to be nice just because the admin's here. If they... No, you don't have to reboot to... Nope. You don't have to reboot anymore when you add somebody as an admin. Oh, now are we back? Okay. You used to have to restart the server. Sorry, I'm totally... No. The end player used to have to log in, then log out in order to get the advantages of owner ID, but that's not the case anymore. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just finding a different way to connect to the server. When servers are around the world from me, literally around the world from me, it can be a little bit difficult to connect to them. So just bear with me for just a quick second. And we want this, and sure. So I have Romania, the Wilderness 2X solo only, just wiped. Is that you? So the problem with what you've done on your form here is I don't think that's your actual title, is it? Cool. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. BNDLS, thank you for submission. I appreciate that. Hopefully you get chosen. Yes, it is what? So this is what you have written on your form. Actually, Raven, that's not true either. You don't have to anymore. Sometimes you'll only get the ability to no clip and not the ability to spawn items in which case then yes, you would log out and log back in. But most of the time you get all of the privileges as soon as you don't have to relog anymore. But the one that I'm seeing on so I'm seeing on battle metrics. Yes, that's true, yeah. On battle metrics, I have Romania, the Wilderness, and Wilderness. Oh, that's not Rust. Is it Romania, the Wilderness 2X? Is this your server? 49 and 12. Yeah, the IP address doesn't match up either, so I'm not going to just jump into that one. Because you're not showing up on... Come on, man. I'm banking on you here. Romania, the Wilderness solo. Okay, so that is you. So that is not how it was listed on the form. That's fine. We're going. All right, we got it. So again, OBS is going to twitch out a little bit while I'm logging into the server. Not an empty server. There are 8 players. And if anybody else wants to join, we are going into the Wilderness to Romania, the Wilderness 2X. Being that you're in chat and I can ask you questions directly, why don't you have a website? Let's start with that. And what was the other question that I was going to ask? I forget what I had another question that I was going to ask you. No, I know I was muted. I was talking to you, but I was more talking to myself. Like a crazy person. Okay, you do. It's just not on the form. Okay, no problem. Shady wants his to be next. Sorry if you guys can hear my cat in the background. He has a meltdown when I don't let him in here. And the wife's not home yet. All right. Heading into Romania, the Wilderness. It is located across the pond for me. So I am expecting a little bit of hitchy and twitchy. It's just the nature of the beast. Okay, here we go. So my first impression, right as soon as I joined the server, is I'm in love. I love the colors. They feel very rust. They're not quite rust. I see that you tried to go green, orange, and blue. If you want, I have those hex codes if you want to make it exactly rust. Wipe schedule, good to have with time zone, perfect. TLDR, not gonna lie. Okay, so you have another server, and there will be a way very, very shortly here where people can, if you do have multiple servers and you're using a different type of welcome screen, where they can directly connect to another server of yours that you've listed in there. So that's coming. It actually might be out right now. I don't know. I haven't checked. So general rules. So no VAC or Steam ban games, Steam game bans. That's not necessary information. So have your system set up to block those players from even coming into your server. Make it fully automated so that you don't have to do it. That's Steam Checks, by the way. There's a couple of different ways of doing it, but Steam Checks is free. And don't waste your valuable screen space on things that you can just enforce in the background and nobody really needs to care. No cheating, abusing game exploits, same thing. Using a VPN or hacking of any kind. So it's coincidental that I turned off my VPN, but if I'd have gotten blocked because I was using a VPN, I would have been frustrated as a player. I mean, just because you're using a VPN doesn't mean that you're a hacker or a cheater. No ads or spam. Do not say, type, or create any image that is doxing, race. These are all very, again, this kind of falls into the cookie cutter thing where like putting these rules there isn't going to make people not do it. So if you have a player in your server that's being an asshole and doxing other players, kick them, ban them, punish them. Wasting your valuable space on here to put these rules in, though, I don't agree with that. Okay, so how to activate plugins. So how to use plugins, I'm assuming is what that means, right? Free packages. So we're doing free trial packages for VIPs. That's kind of cool. Increase your backpacks. So we've got some cool options here. Hunter package tier 2. New additions. I do like a new addition section. So what have you done to your server recently And why not advertise that? Let your players know that you're constantly making changes. Kind of like a change log, I guess. There's no reason to not have a change log on a server. And that way, if you do find something that your players absolutely hate, you can simply say, okay, this problem started on this time. I can go back and undo whatever I did at this time. Okay, so I'm gonna let chat decide on this page right here. So this is the list of mods that are available on this server. Just give me your initial impression of this right here. Is there a welcome info plugin that supports clickable links like Discord links or store web page? Yes, sort of. Yeah, Muktuk, exactly. And that's what happens is, and I do I'm just as guilty. I make changes in the background all the time. Don't tell anybody about it. Then I'm like, a week later, I'm like, why hasn't anybody noticed this? Well, because I didn't tell them that I made that change. Okay, so Muktuk, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So let's see if somebody else says something. So Shady says needs alignment. Players don't care what plugin. I agree that players don't care what plugins you use on your server, but the feature advantage benefit they do care about. Blue Haven, that's accurate. Okay, so let's give some good advice here because he is watching and he is seeing what we're saying. So the color needs to go. That color is bad. The size of the font is not good. And then the alignment of where everything is, not good. The information is fine for the most part. I actually don't see anything here that I don't like on there. Yeah, there's not there. As far as the information goes, there's nothing in there that I don't like. I just don't like how it's being displayed. It may, okay, so if this is being set up for a different screen resolution, then you need to use a different plugin, one that automatically adjusts for everyone's different screens because so many different people are using so many different kinds and sizes of screens. Some plugins put a note in your inventory because you can copy that. Yeah, I do. That is true. That is true. Damn it, I just got kicked out of my own stream. YouTube is telling me to take a break. I tell you what, YouTube, you can go piss up a tree. All right, events. We've got, okay, a ton of events. Love it. Love it. Lost Starlink satellite, raidable bases, Cobalt drones, supermarket assault, gas station heist. Are you using the heist plugin? The bank heist plugin for that? Ferry terminal devastation, Bradley Tears, wild plane crash, convoy. I need to play around with convoy. I don't have any experience with it yet. Submarine assault. So we've got events going on everywhere on this map. What a fantastic way to keep your players entertained. List of commands. If you're not going to put it on there, if you're not going to fill out the page, don't make this visible. Don't make this clickable. And then we've got Discord, Twitter. Love that you're putting your socials on here. That's absolutely fantastic. So let's click on perfect. Great job. Perfect. And then how to donate to the server because we all need that revenue. Wait. What are we looking at here? So Nomad rank. Okay, I see what you've done here. So you've done different levels. Empower yourself with the ability to swiftly collect loot from barrels and road signs. This, okay. So for those that don't understand what's going on here, so this is essentially you can buy the instant barrel ability for €5 in this case. I'd like to see that for €5 a month, not €5 permanently forever. But setting up different tiers of things that people can buy to increase their quality of life. I love that. And I don't do that on my server. And that is 100% a laziness thing on my part. Because I think people should be able to go in and just buy bigger backpacks. Or let's say they can buy to have the retriever command that we were talking about on the previous server. I love this concept. I really wish more people would implement it. Or you can do like a tier level system that has a whole bunch of different quality of life things in it. You know, bronze, silver, gold, or a platinum that has all of these features built into it. And with one single purchase, they get all of the benefits of it. Either way, or a combination of both, I think it's great. So you think they should show? Okay, well, I'm telling you they don't show. So let's either get rid of that command section or go in and figure out what's going on. They are also available 1 month, not, I think that means not for life. Okay, so then it's important to have that in there. And I'm sure it does once you get into the, if you actually went to the store, but I think that information needs to be here as well, saying that these purchases are only for 30 days or for a wipe or, and only quality of life plugins. That is fantastic. You don't want pay to win. Nobody loves pay to win. All right, so we are on Romania the Wilderness 2X solo server. So no teaming allowed at all. We have a really great header image. We've got some wrench time put in here, which I appreciate. Got a ton of information in the description, which is great. Wipe schedule, and that doubled up. That's not you, that's me. That looks good. I wish it was daytime. Do I have? Look at that. Okay, so look, I just got myself proven wrong. So I have admin ability, but I don't necessarily have and you don't have the night vision plugin. That's fine. But I don't have no clip. Oh, nicely done. I don't know if it's the plugin that did that or if you've done that yourself, but this is a nice touch. So when I clicked on the YouTube link in the server info, this is the note icon that it sent me. Nice touch. If you did that, that's huge on you. If it's the plugin that did that, fine. But didn't add my Steam ID. Okay, so that's fine. So that just means that I can't no clip around. But this is totally fine. If you want to, you can, but you definitely don't have. There's no, you're not obligated to. Yeah, so like let's have it, man. People want to know. How did you do that? Did you do that, or is it the plugin that puts these icons on here? I believe this is David's info panel or server info, is it not? Oh, welcome panel. I'm seriously impressed with that. It's just such a tiny detail, but it's like that's what takes a person from just slapping a server together to being hugely successful. So welcome panel does do that. Okay. Which that's okay. I'm not taking anything away. I just really like that feature. Just trying to get up this hill here. We'll start heading over to some roads. We're going to check out some gather rates, some stacks, some loot. I don't have a base, so we won't be doing any of the home stuff, but I'm sure we've got it right. Oh, we don't have homes. Interesting. Not good or bad. It's just interesting. That's all. And I spawned with clothes on, but no tools. So we do have auto kits, but we still only have rock and a torch for tools. That's totally fine. Motorbike is outside again. Sorry about that. I just seen somebody, can I do a server restart so you get admin? Do not restart the server. Do not restart the server. It's me that would need to log out and log back in, not the server. That was in game chat. Change the Twitter icon. Okay, so you do have the ability of changing those icons. That is a super cool. I'm happy about that. You don't have to restart the server. I would have to log out and log back in. What are those hot air balloons off in the distance? That is an event. Jack Sparrow. What did that say? Jack Sparrow Air Pearl. Love it. Love it. Just the list of events on this server is a feat in itself. That is a lot of wrench time that goes into stuff like that. Setting up events can be a task. God's sake. No. Oh, man. Okay, that time I totally effed up. That time I was muted unintentionally. Which is totally fine because I don't really ever say anything important anyways, right? Right. No, it wasn't you. It was totally me. Got a CH-47 off in the distance. I need some mushrooms. So we have skill tree on this server as well. Let's have a look and see that they've made some changes. So I'm starting to get the sense that those are default images that come with it. Yeah, they must be. They're seeming too familiar. I do like the skill tree though. Kudos, man. Kudos. I need mushrooms or something. I gotta eat something or I'm gonna die. Dum diddy dum dum. Where did my... Okay, so we're right underneath it. So is this thing falling? Or is it... It doesn't look like it's moving at all. So how would a person get up there? Do you have to mine mini up there or do you have to build up to it? How does that work? I was expecting it to be on the ground by the time I got over here. So this is, what did he call it? Jack Sparrow's Air Pearl, I think it's called, right? Yeah. So how do you get up there? All right, let's go over here and hopefully we can get some food, check out some loot. I forget, did they have kits? Yes, they do have kits. Oh, starter base. And this is all done with RP. Oh, shit. Sometimes you can shoot the scientists. Oh, okay. Normally 2 people on a mini. Build up to it. Okay. Oh, you need to. Oh, you said no. You need to fly up to it. Okay, I got you. And it died. You guys are hilarious in chat. Am I stroking out? Am I tripping? No, you're not. All right, so we're not very far away. That's cool. All right, let's have a look at some loot. And so we checked on kits. Okay. So I'm going to be hard on you here in a minute. Okay, so decent loot for 2x. What I don't like seeing is people overdoing their loot. You very quickly change the economy of a server simply by having your loot tables way too high. And it can be very, you can quickly destroy your economy, where all of a sudden people realize, okay, all I got to do is hit a couple of barrels. I get so much stuff out of it that I can go recycle it all. And then boom, I've got all the scrap that I need to research, everything that I need to research. And then within minutes of being on your server, they're fully skilled out and ready to go. So I appreciate that the loot on this server is probably exactly 2x. You can use a simple modifier that just modifies your loot to exactly what you want it to be, and you don't break things. And we've got gather rates are in the same category. Now, what I do like on a 2x server, especially a solo server, is increasing something. Like you can have wood at 2x because it's a 2x server and that's what you wanted, right? But I have no issue with, oh, hello. Look at, I'm literally stealing this guy's heli right now. Sorry, dude. Who are you? Bye. Oh, damn it. I was watching my counter. You guys can't see it because it's behind me. But the values were good. So Melon Cobalt Tech is the one that killed me because I stole their heli. Totally fair. Sometimes you can, okay, got that. Increase. Okay, so I just hitched real bad or I got teleported. Oh, I did get teleported. Thanks, man. So this is what I was getting out of that. So it's not OP. Whoever that is, they're talking to me in game and I can't hear them. Sorry, gotta move on. Don't be offended that I don't talk to you in game. Sorry, gotta go. Bye. Are they building up to that? No, that's way too far away for them to be building up to it. Anyways, modded servers are for people with a life outside on the outside world. That is a fair assessment. Yeah, and that's been the excuse for, or not the excuse. That's been the defining reasoning behind. Like any modded level, so 5x, 10x, and especially when you go into like Battlefield style 1000x or 1,000,000x, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, but that's why they're there too, is because people don't have the time to invest what's required for vanilla Rust. I did start in vanilla Rust, like that where I first started out was vanilla, but it is brutal. It's a grind. And you got to be on like every day. You can't miss a day or you're going to get raided or whatever. And then you're screwed. Yeah, it's all good. Wilderness, I appreciate that. It's just, it's all good, man. It's all good. I did, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's too hard to worry about stuff like that. I just wanted to get enough health so that I could stop dying so easily. I don't have any VPONs because actually there's one. I could do this. Do I have the RP? Yeah, I do. So let's do this and this. And let's get this loaded up and let's do this. All right. So gather rates are good. They're doubled. I would say they're exactly doubled on just about everything, which is perfect. Loot is good. It's absolutely perfect for a 2x server. It's not overdone. We're not getting 7 items out of a single barrel. We're only getting 2, maybe 3, and one of them is scrap. And scrap is dialed into where it should be. It's about 12 to 16 scrap per barrel, which is exactly where you want a 2x to be. In the server list, my description shows twice, even though I have it. Yeah, so Cobra, that happens when you join multiple servers at different times. So like, if you were to shut down your game and re-log into your server, I bet you it would only be there once. I know it's laggy. It's because I'm playing on a server that's across the pond. My FPS right now is totally tanking, so I'm down to 30 FPS. And it's not the server's fault. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm playing on a server that's way too far away. And okay, so what else did we want to check out in this server? I got to go back to my info panel and have a look. So far, this is doing really well. The only criticism that I currently have right now is this, first of all. And actually, that might actually only be it. And this command section not working. They're saying in chat, in my YouTube chat, that it should be working. I don't know why it's not working, but if I were just a regular player joining your server, clicking on a page and not having that information, that would frustrate me. Because then it's like, okay, well, why is it even there? They want me to try rank UI. So /rank UI. Okay, so we're toggling something off that you guys can't see because it's behind my graphic there. So mercenary rank 0. Okay. Let's do /case. So these are cases that you can open. We've seen this before. It's got a very oh, there, YouTube is telling me to fix my stream. There's nothing I can do. It's literally because of the server, or because of the distance of the server. It's fine. So we like Call of Duty style case openings, which is super cool. I didn't love this before I understood what it was, but it is good. And I just got smoked by a bear. That's okay, because we were doing analysis. Come on, let's go. And we're going to do /skin. Oh my God. What just killed me? I swear to God, if that was a turret on that base right there that just killed me. Oh, I hate people that... that is what it was. Look at, somebody else died right here too. You should not be able to put turrets down right next to a spawn location. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. And it's not the server owner's fault. It's just the nature of the game. It's just super frustrating. Come on, stand up. If you're going to make me wait this long, you better stand me up. Bitch. I see a typo, no biggie, but it's there. What's the typo? Yeah, this is a PvP server with a PvE events. All right, so we're going in here. So we've got plenty of skin items, skinnable items. It looks like we've got a fairly decent list of skins for each one of those items. We can search, which is great. I'm assuming we can set up, oh, I don't have permission to click on the gear icon. That's interesting. Deviated one says, here's $10 for the bear. Yeah. Nature of the beast. Nature of the beast. Klaxon, how's it going? Welcome. And sorry if I've missed anybody else that has joined recently. So I am just going to check on something real quick here and make sure that, okay, so it's not my VPN. And my stream is doing fine from OBS. Oh, there it is, dropping out a little bit. Yeah, my apologies. It will clear up, I promise. Try/pass. What in God's name is all of this? There we go. There's the notifications. So we've got cases. Let's go in here. So we've got missions. That's cool. People have a way of earning. So this is like an aftermarket way of doing the built-in missions that the game already has, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Dude, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Let's go into cases. So these are actually more like the cases that I was talking about earlier. Choose your currency. Is one of those a dog tag's currency? Am I reading that correctly? So this /pass, explain to me that. I see the functionality is there, but why would I want to do /pass to open up my backpack? This must not be my player backpack, is it? No. Can't possibly be. No, okay. So that is another kind of backpack within the game. Yeah, that is a new plugin. I don't know anything about that. Very interesting. Zone manager, maybe? Try/daily. So as you can see here, we've got a ton of, oh yeah, look at this. Nicely done. Okay, so what I'm learning here is this Wilderness Rust servers has put in a ton of money into all of these plugins, because all of what you're seeing here, from what I can tell, these are all premium level plugins. So we have to play on this server for 3.5 hours and then we can get this daily reward. I love this. I don't love how like out in your face it is, because it again, it takes you away from the whole Rust's, feel. But good job. Those are some cool features. Your players are going to like that. Speaking of players, how many do we have on this server? I think it was 8, right? Yeah, 8. Mission system is not your backpack. It's internal backpack plugin. Yep. Yep, I understood that. Exactly. where, yep, I understand. No, that's all good, man. I appreciate it because we can actually test these things in real time on stream. It's perfect. It's actually working in your benefit because some of these things I'm really liking. And these aren't always things that I would go into on a regular audit where the owner isn't available in chat like this. So you're actually doing yourself a favor here. Let's go to this warehouse because we can have a better look at a bunch of different crates and see what that looks like. Did the stream smooth out? According to my information, it hasn't, but hopefully it will. So we are using custom loot for sure because you wouldn't get that sign, that electric sign in that simple. Okay, I do have a bit of a criticism for you. Tables, stone blockades, wooden signs like this, they don't need to be in your loot table. Simple lights, that is fantastic that you've put that in there though. Let's see, have we modified? Let's see if we've modified recycling. Recycling feels faster. That's good. I don't know if it's doubled. It might be more than doubled actually, but good quality of life thing for people that don't want to wait forever. So I do appreciate that. Okay, so this server is doing quite well in my mind. The only criticism that I have, or I'm going to say 1.5 criticisms. First one is this. When we go into commands, we need to be able to see this. When we go into mods, this needs to make more sense. It needs to be easier to read, needs to be more aligned, and I would say pick a better color and pick a better size for your font. And then get rid of the junk. I see a drone flying over me. Get rid of the junk in your loot tables. It doesn't need to be there. I understand why some people leave it in. I don't find it necessary at all. And then all of these other features that you have are really good. I think a lot of people would really appreciate stuff like this. So you're well on your way. I'm comfortable with this server. I like it. And so I'm going to give this server a solid 8.5 out of 10, which is pretty good. On my scale, it's pretty rare that you get a 10 out of 10. So 8.5 out of 10 is really good. So you've really done a nice job here. I wish some of those plugins would have more of a Rust feel to them instead of, like I said, exploding in your face with this whole other page. The whole crate thing, I understand the drive behind opening crates and stuff because of other games that have used that in the past. I don't know if it has a home in Rust or not yet. Maybe I'm wrong. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm just one guy. I mean, who am I to say, right? So it's a mission. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, we have it. That. No, I understand, but it doesn't need to be on your loot table because it's a default blueprint. People don't need to find them out in the wild. I guess that's essentially what I was saying is get rid of everything in your loot table that people already have as a default blueprint. There, that makes more sense. So I was also requested, okay, so you can buy tags. There is a dog tags plugin out there. I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say when, but there is a dog tags plugin coming eventually. Okay, so we've got 119 RP in less than a half hour we've been on this server. I'm sure if we did more things, we would get more RP faster. But so in the 30 minutes that we've been here so far, Oh, you can't buy weapons. I love that you can't buy weapons from the RP store. Love it. I love it. Let me just make sure that that's actually the case. Yeah. You cannot buy weapons from the RP store. That's the way to do an RP store. Hundy P. Sorry, so I was back to... Oh yeah, no, I finished that about the loot table. Try craft. Okay, so this is going to be my last command that I'm going to try. Because I do need to get at least one more server in here. Select the item you need from the list of items after you can find the... after that, you can find the cost of crafting an item, new components, normal crate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... Okay, so let's do... So we have a custom crafting system where you can craft things like the L96, the LR300. Cool. That's kind of cool. M249, how expensive is that? What is this item on the far right-hand side here? What is that item right here? Looks like a note, a noet. So we can craft uncraftable things. Oh, now I understand what you did with your loot table. Now I can stumble. Got you, fam. Blueprints. Blueprint fragments. You have blueprint fragments on your loot table? Love it. Nice little throwback. Yes, this is Wilderness. This is Romania, the Wilderness 2X. Feel free to join up. Go Captain's Log. That's okay. So we've got custom items. Okay. Okay, I'm going to change my grade of this server because you've clearly put in your wrench time. / token. Ah, jerk. Token. You can purchase the decorative tinsel from the shop. You can purchase the token from Outpost, deposit it into your token inventory by pressing deposit. Adding more tokens will increase your token balance, which can be withdrawn at any time, especially after a fresh wipe. Withdrawing your token balance will give you at least 300 rust points for each token. So you've got a couple of different systems going on here, and all of this is tying into your economy. So where I was talking about at the beginning of this audit that your loot table was on point, now you're changing it up a little bit to get into a very convoluted loot system or a convoluted economy. Have you overcomplicated things a little bit? You have it straight in your head because you built this. You built this from the ground up. But as a new player coming into your server, A, are they going to understand all of these functionalities? And B, are they going to spend the time to actually learn how to make this all work together? I don't know. You have more players on your server right now than I currently do on mine. So maybe you're doing something right. In all fairness, though, because of your wrench time, I'm going to bump you up from an 8.5 to a 9. I'm satisfied with all of that. The criticisms that I have are, again, those tiny refining details, getting the alignment right, getting the color and the font and all that stuff right. These are really tiny, tiny details. Is that overshadowed by the work that you've put into with other plugins? I have to say no, because your average person is going to look at this. Before they get into all of those other really cool features, they're going to get into this and they're going to say, ugh. And they're going to say, ugh. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. You've done a lot of work on here and I appreciate that. You've done a good job. Fix those really tiny details and you're going to be dialed right in. So you're saying in chat here, give us a chance. Yeah, there is I can tell that there's a lot of different levels to this. And it is important that players get in and check it out for sure. But understand that the people that are watching this stream right now are other server owners. the likelihood of them coming and playing on your server is not zero. It's just not very likely. All right. So that was a 9 out of 10. I need to mark that down. Let's go. Let's grab this right here. Should actually use the right name because it's not actually called the Wilderness Solo Only. So we're giving that one a 9 out of 10. Perfect. And we're going to grab one more. This is going to be the last one. I did it again. I blabbered on for too long on each individual server. Yeah, big props in chat. They did a ton of work on that server. And like all of the different plugins that he wanted me to show off, to show on screen, the work was already done in them, which is more than I can say for most. Most people will just drop a bunch of plugins into a server and say, okay, I'm done, and not actually go in and fine tune it. Not the way to go. You have to put in the wrench time. Okay. So we are, where are we? So we're at 156 responses now. Oops. Jesus, I don't normally get that many new form submissions while I'm live. Okay, so we're going to generate a random server out of this list of 156 servers. And the next victim is server number 103. And we have not visited to number 103 before, so we're going to go in there. 103 is... Sorry, my throat is dry. Holy. It's super smoky here. Got forest fires blowing in from God only knows where. And it's clearly affecting my throat. Okay, so we're doing Pandemia Noob is the name of this server. No website, but they do have a Discord. This was fairly recently submitted, but probably not so recent as to have my Steam 64 added. So, do we have the owner of Pandemia Noob in chat currently right now? And I'm just going to get connected or connecting while we find out. Yeah, exactly, Raven, exactly. It takes a ton of time to test all of those features out. Plus, you have to have the players to actually test with. So that is huge time consuming. Pandemia Noob. Sorry, I'm just looking for another way to connect. Oh, this is not good. Not good. So, Pandemia Noob 2X last wiped on June 21st. Has been offline for 3 months. So we need an F in chat for this failed venture, because it looks like they've completely abandoned this project. Unless there's another one here. Am I missing something? Exactly. Pour one out for the homies. Okay, so Pandemia Noob is a failed project. That's really unfortunate. I really hate seeing that. I understand. But typically what happens is either the expenses get too high, or they don't feel that they get populated enough or quickly enough. Abandoned it. Jesus, get it together, one. And then they just tap out. Yep. Thanks for the F in chat. Yep. On to the next. Exactamundo. So that was 103. Let's pop another one. So we've got 118 is next up. And just confirming that we haven't been to 118 and it looks good. Let's go see who 118 is. 118 is Rusty Rats. That sounds so familiar. Rusty Rats. Oh shit, you know what? Okay. I didn't forget. No matter what we do, we still have to go into Rustmania. I didn't forget. So Rusty Rats. All right, that's where we're going. And they have a butt ton of servers. So which one did they want us to go into? They didn't specifically say which one, so let's have a look at the list. So we've got, hang on. So Rusty Rats is a strong community. I guarantee it. They have 6 servers. They're all located in the EU. They have 22 players, 85 players, 62 players, 45 players current juncture. And this is what US Rusty... Wait, that doesn't... Oh, that makes sense. So 3, 2... So 4 US servers and 2 EU servers. That actually makes more sense. Okay. So we're going into Rusty Rats. And props to this header image. Love it. Obviously custom designed. That is clearly the outpost in the background. The custom image on the building right there. I can feel that I'm going to love this. So let's get in and have a look. Shockbyte server has me paying for a server that I can't even join. Kenji, can you please tell me what you mean by that and how does that persist to be an issue? 3 years to make it a top 500. We did that. I think they're in chat. Who's in chat? The owner of Rusty Rats? Or the owner of that previous one? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Do we need to audit an 85-person server? Yes, we do. Because we need to see why they have 85 people in their server. Villain. Von Bad Guy. Yeah, exactly. 85 or 87 pop on a US main. Yeah. Good job, guys. Good job. Maybe we'll see something that they're doing that we're not doing. You know what I mean? I doubt it. But it's worth a look, right? Great name too. I agree. Rusty Rats, love it. Titling servers these days is getting harder and harder because we have to, like, you have to have Rust in the title. Like, you just do. I don't know why, but if you don't have Rust in the title, you don't populate. Main loot has tasty, delicious, fully integrated UI. My guess is pay to win. It specifically says no pay to win. I'll show you what I mean. But you could be right. Usually have 45 Sunday at wipe, but yeah, 85. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so here we're in. Let's have a look around. So they have custom icons, which I appreciate. Wipe schedule, gather rates, cool. Pretty basic information. Oh man, I'm going to go into rules. Blah, 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 blah. No cheating. Yeah, no cheating. Okay, so a cheater is looking into a Rust server. They go into a server. They're like, oh, it says no cheating. Cheating is against the rules. I'm not going to do it in this server. No, that's not how this works. Anyways, commands. So we've got sign artist. We've got info, kits, skin craft. So that sounds like they're using, I guess I shouldn't make that assumption. I'm not going to make that assumption. And so actually pretty limited commands list. Can change the color. We've got auto auth. We've got daily rewards. Yeah, like there's not a ton of commands on this server, which is pretty good. Spend 15,000 points for 30 days of VIP. So you can earn points in game and you can spend them on real life purchases for VIP. Cool idea. Check your points and redeem by typing S in chat. So that's going to be like server rewards, only not. Okay. You get 100 points for every hour, and you need 15,000 RP to buy VIP for 30 days. Okay. I like what you did there. I hear you looking at me. So I do like that. That's pretty cool. Don't have permission to use skins. That's interesting. Do I have interest? No. Okay. Let's go back in here and have another look. Info. Okay, so it doesn't say anywhere in here about having to be VIP in order to use skin. But I don't have permission to use skin? Me no likey. Me no likey. Getting mad. Getting mad. So gather rates are 2x, and that is... Okay, so this is what I was talking about here. VIP, no pay to win. I guess if you just put it in the title that says no pay to win, I guess that means that it's true that there's no pay to win features, right? Why can I not access skin? And that is... So I got 500 metal ore using a rock to farm it. Feels high for me. Maybe not though. Is this bear going to attack? I mean, like, if I go over here, is this bear going to attack me? Because it feels like AI is turned off. AI is turned off on this server. So that's a performance measure that a lot of server owners will take to increase performance. Turning off AI move shouldn't, but does affect performance. Hello, Yogi. All right. So why can't I use /skin? That's so annoying that they have that set up. They don't have it specified that you have to be a VIP. I imagine they have it linked to joining their Discord, which I understand, but it doesn't tell you that up front. So that pisses me off. What have we got for kits? Link your Discord to redeem, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty standard these days. And then Discord Nitro. So we get fireworks, a whole bunch of toys. And this is just a bunch of resources. Ugh, what? I guess maybe, okay, so going back to what I said before, maybe we're doing something wrong by providing too many things. Loot is clearly only doubled, if that. It might not even be doubled. It could be vanilla. No, not with 10 scrap, I don't think. Maybe. I think loot is 100% vanilla. What do you guys think? Do you think that's possible? I mean, of course it's possible, but do you think it's likely? So this is a very almost vanilla server. There's 80 some odd people in here. And surprisingly, I haven't seen anybody yet. And only that one base right back there. So chat is fairly busy. So that feels like oh my god. I have a hotkey going off right now and I can't figure out which one it is. Or I mean what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, is that it? No. Sorry, just bear with me here for just a minute while I sort my shit out. Okay, so that's good. All right, so kits we've checked and got pissed off about. Skins we've checked and got pissed off about. The other thing I was going to have a look at is skin craft. So, okay, so they've blocked all functionality with skins and not notified anybody anywhere of that. I don't know. Go home, yo. What did you retract? It does look like vanilla loot tables. I do like that. I don't see any bots or anything like that. Like we don't have any bot respawn at monuments, which is fine. And this was just recently looted. I just want to run into somebody. That's literally what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find somebody that will engage with me. And by engage, I mean kill me. So, okay. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? So you obviously have to link your Discord in order to access certain features. I understand that. But where does it tell me that I don't even have access to skins if I'm not in the Discord? And is there another way for me to get skins? No. Is there another way for me to get more kits? It doesn't appear that way. So now we're talking a basically vanilla server. And this would make it a heavily modified vanilla server. That's the best way I can describe this server. Because as you can see in chat there, as soon as I get out of this screen, you can change your colors, the colors of your name. If you want to, you don't have to, but you can. And that's pretty much that's what I'm seeing. Yikes. People are getting a little bit violent in chat there, so I apologize for that. No, it doesn't say anything about. So skin INV, skin con, skin craft. But it doesn't. I don't have access to it, and it doesn't tell me how I can. Oh, it says VIP right there. That's what you're saying, dumbass. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Rusty Rats. I was just trying to dog on you. No, I wouldn't. Like, okay, so it is a 3600 size map, I think it says. 3800 size map. And it's only 85 people. You make a valid point, though. You do make a valid point. $85 people, haven't seen a single player yet. Questionable. Let's put it at questionable. Let's I forget how to do that. How? No. No. I forget how to open up this is hilarious. I'm like totally like having a mental breakdown right now. I always do it by accident and I can't do it on purpose when I want to. Trying to open up my Steam menu. I thought it was like control, I forget. So there's a lot of bases. This is the third base we've come across. So they didn't mislead me on the skin. Okay, so that's fine. I was going to dock a mark there, but I'm no longer going to. I do like the gather rate is obviously boosted. The loot is not boosted though, and I actually appreciate that. So it's, again, I go back to what I said before. This is basically a fairly modded vanilla server. And I appreciate that. No, Mr. Scientist. So weird that the scientist engaged with me, but that bear didn't. You can separate, which is totally fine. So what do you guys think? So we've got an event that started. Military airfield event has started in chat. I'm not going to try to get over there because that would take forever. And we do have, oh, there's another base. We do have one more server that we absolutely have to do today. So we do have one more. Oh, there's the player. He's actually building that base right now. Well, there was obviously players because they were in chat, so that's obvious. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm torn. Shift tab, that's what I was doing. Yeah, shift tab is not working for me. That's what I thought it was. Anyways, doesn't matter. No, we're definitely doing one more for sure. 2x scrap and gather, otherwise vanilla loot table. Yeah, I do like that. It's good. Shift tab. Yeah, that's... My shit's broken. 50% upkeep for people with day jobs. That is very kind of you. I don't mess with upkeep. I don't like it when people mess with upkeep. Okay, so in all fairness, so far there's nothing wrong with this server. Now that the skin thing has been taken off of my plate, I recognize why they do stuff like this. It's unavailable until you join their Discord. The kit that you do get for joining their Discord is not OP, which is good. Having all these fun items in another kit. Tell me about a kit that players will never claim without telling me a kit that players will never claim. So a meaningless one, which is fine. So there's no teleport. I have to give this server a 9. I have to, because it's so minimalistic, and there's nothing that I can find wrong. We've got Discord links. We've got nonsense rules. I could pull a point for that, but it's not fair. So /S, people can buy VIP. That's a fair feature. I can't find anything wrong with this. Simple is better. Yeah. Oh, look, a player. Cool. Cool. This is why I love Rust. I just got hatcheted in the head for doing nothing. I was standing on a rock. All right. So that server is a 10. Or, sorry, a 9. I don't give out 10s anymore. That is a 9 server. There's nothing wrong with it. No UI. Yep. Marketing. Yep. Oh, you've played, Kenji, you've played on this server? And you don't like the lag. That's fair. I definitely can respect that. Okay, so this last server that we're going to go into is an obligatory one. I owe it to them because they came up on a previous stream and I didn't go into their server because I thought it was somebody else that had put in the request. Okay, cool. I'm just going to, while this is logging in here, I'm just going to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Ban the hatchet slinger? Yeah, right. Okay, I got to make some notes here on that server that we were just in. That was number 118, Rusty Rats. And we gave that a strong 9 out of 10. Simple. Well done. The loot table is good. The gather rate is good. I fear saying that it's simple because it's not. They've done some really good marketing. Their graphics are on point. Yeah. I'm confident now. Paying for Shockbyte hosting is crazy. Tell me what you mean by that. The lag for the server is from the update. The server has not updated. Interesting. Just joined. Anybody on Shockbyte, we could not complete wipe and server is unplayable as server.cfg got blanked and cannot update. We need to update level URL for custom procedural from Rust maps. Oh, man. So that's frustrating, man. And that's the company that Facepunch has teamed up with, right? Yeah. So that you can buy. Whoa. Razor dropping the 5 memberships. So if you have now received a membership, be sure to thank Razor in chat for that super generous drop right there. Very nice. Thank you very much, Razor. I appreciate that. See, and I don't know. I've never even touched the Shockbyte server, not to my recollection anyways. So I've never worked on one. I've never assisted anybody with one that I know of, I guess I should say. That I recall. It's all good, Razor. I'm glad you were able to show up. And we are doing one more server. before I end this stream. So yeah, so old. I'm going to check into the pricing of Shockbyte because I don't understand. Apparently, oh no, I can't say that. I don't understand why FacePunch teamed up with Shockbyte. Again, I have no experience with Shockbyte, but I don't understand what it was about that company that made FacePunch decide to team up with them. I don't understand it. Pine Hosting. I have worked with Pine Hosting. Shockbyte is the dog water of server host. If you open a support ticket, you might get a reply the same day. That's not okay. Do one more if you can't do that. No, I'm in it. I'm in it right now. GTX servers are the best for Rust. Easy to set up. Disagree, but that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, no matter how wrong they are. If I put my auto wipe program to the public, will you do a review on it? Well, okay, so here's how this works. A developer comes to me with a project and a request, and I have full access to it. I test it, I put it through the gears, I decide if I want to make it public or not. And then we would typically discuss restitution either way, depending on how that relationship goes. So hit me up offline, and let's see what we can get sorted out for that. Shockbyte is more for new players who want to play with a group of friends and they have good customer support. Kickbacks. I'm sure there are kickbacks involved with that relationship. I just... Yeah, where's my Pine TC exactly, right? Don't like pterodactyl servers. Toxic Rust. Do you want to go meet me at the monkey bars? What don't you like about pterodactyl servers? And we have a super chat from The Wilderness. Thank you for the honest review. Big love. We are on your Discord. If you're available, would love to have a chat. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And thank you for the 100 Ron. And I will most definitely keep it up. Restitution. I used the wrong word there, but payment. Not payment, not monetary payment, but like, I do this for you. What are you going to do for me? That's restitution. Okay, let's jump into the last server that we're going to cover on today's stream, and that is Rustmania 10X. So for those that don't know and why it got skipped on the last one is because it recently has changed hands. So a developer built Rustmania from the ground up and built it to a point where it was enough of an asset that somebody actually came to them and wanted to purchase the Rustmania community from them. So that's huge. All right, so having a look around right off the bat, this, because I know what this plugin looks like right out of the bag, I would say not much has changed on this page right here. This looks fairly default. If you went and bought Welcome Controller from CodeFling right now, this is exactly what it would look like, minus this logo in the left-hand corner, I believe. We're pretty close anyways. Again, with the rules, no hackusations. What's a hackusation? Every situation where you think somebody is hacking would appear to be... Anyways, I've said enough about rules. You guys know how I feel about it. So where can I find the commands list? We have a whole section in our Discord explaining all the features available to you. So where can I find the commands list? You can't. You have to join my Discord. Okay, that's fine. So kits available. Starter bow. We've got some resources. Let's have a look. So not OP resources. We've got a 6-hour cooldown on that one, so it's not like you're going to fund a base with that. Okay, not bad. And we've got a couple of VIP or Discord only kits in there. We can buy this metal AK kit with 15 RP. Decent setup on the kits. Good work. And then a bunch of VIP stuff, because I know in the background there's a ton of VIP that supports this community. And that's great. I fully support having VIP kits exactly like this. So the only thing that I don't like here, again, is just having this default kit image right there, especially with a custom kit like that looks very awesome. So custom built skins for that kit. Just take a couple of extra minutes and make an icon for it. It's super easy to do. And then we've got, of course, skins controller. Okay. With loadouts and stuff like that. That's good. We've got stats, which is pretty standard stuff with people that have welcome controller. All right, so that's good. So, okay, so I'm going to bring your guys' attention to something right here. So this is a detail that not many people will take the time to do. So on the left-hand side here, you see where this chat is. Whenever the server is talking to the players, they've actually changed that typically standard Rust logo to a Rust Mania logo. That's a huge move as being a part of your identity of your community. So don't leave anything at default. Anytime you can, put something in there that says your server's name. Earlier in chat, somebody was saying that next to anytime the player types in chat, it should say the name of the server next to their name. I actually disagree with that. Because then people start ignoring whenever they see, in this case, it would be Rustmania, right? So just having that logo there next to whatever plugin can use that functionality, nice touch. See, when I shrink that down, it screws up everybody's names. So we've got Wilderness Rust servers with another 50 RON. Fixed all that you've said and what the community said. Hope for a new review in the future. Hopefully it will be we will be better prepared. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate the support, and I'm glad that you submitted your server so I could go in and have a look at it. I am honest, and sometimes it's going to be brutal, and I understand that. I don't work with kid gloves. Never have, never will. And I sometimes hurt people's feelings because of that, but it's necessary sometimes. I have to be fair. I have to be honest. Where did that go? Did it? Oh, okay. So we've got, oh my, look at this. We just happened to stumble across a scrappy with no fuel. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we're looking at the basics here. So let's have a look. We need to see what the gather rate is like. Again, we are on Rustmania 10x. So, and I know who built this server. I don't personally know the person that now owns it, but I do know the person that the people that set this server up. So everything should be fairly fine-tuned. I'm not expecting any major surprises here. So gather rate is good. It's definitely a 10x gather. Stacks are dialed in. I would say loot is well on its way. I'm kind of vamping here till we get some daylight, which it is coming right now. So that's good. It's just the panel they have for me to rent the same compute bare metal in color versus container running Teradog. It's not even a question. I don't have the same amount of time these days. Interesting feedback. I understand what you're saying. You have owner, players can't. Oh, I have owner. Look at that. The first one where I have owner as well as perms. All right, we're gonna tear into this. All right, so Nick, you are the owner. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we are checking out loot. Gather is dialed. Stacks are dialed. I do want to have a look at, and look, see, now I can do this. Look, okay, so here, I got to turn this off so that you guys can see this. So even, sorry, just bear with me here. And turn that off, make that invisible. Okay, so here we go. So even the icon that you see like right here, right down over there, that Rust Mania thing, that's what tells an owner or an admin that they're in vanish mode. So whenever you're in vanish mode, that icon gets displayed on your screen. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the details that are like, okay, this server is done versus, okay, this server is fine-tuned. Weird that we have a drone hanging out in the exact same place that last server was. Don't you guys find that funny? Anyways, okay. Don't wreck me, bear. Don't wreck me, bear. Okay, so having a look at loot. So we clearly have, it feels like alpha loot because the variance between the number of gears versus the number of springs has a very alpha loot feel to it. No, maybe not. Okay, Nick, you're in chat. Now you get to answer my questions as I ask them. Are you using alpha loot on this server? Okay, so we've got some guns in regular crates. Do you find that interesting? Actually, it's a 10x server, so that's okay. So we've got guns, we've got satchel charges. This is pretty standard for a server like this. And we do not have backpacks. I gotta make sure I have God mode turned off. Actually, what I should do is just not engage. I'm just gonna not engage with players on this server because I do have admin, so I'm gonna not engage. I'm gonna stay in vanish and not engage with anybody, which means I also can do this. This is such a better way to fly. This needs to be, going forward, this is going to be the new standard. Having the ability to test everything out. And so what Nick was saying a minute ago is this icon that I was complaining about a minute ago is only because I have owner or auth level 2 on this server. Not everyone else can see that. So no points deducted. And we're out of ammo, which is fine because I don't need it. Okay, so like I said, I'm not expecting any major surprises here. Because I know that this is a well situated community and it is going strong. Since it changed hands, Nick is now the new owner. I believe it's Nick, and has done great things and revived what had been lost, which is good. /shop. Yep. So we had a look at this earlier. So we've got, oh yeah, look at your pricing. So depending on how you get money or how often you get money, people might look at this and say, oh, this is really cheap. But it depends on how you make, it depends on how you get paid on this server, which we're going to explore that here in just a minute. So we can buy 256 bullets. Oh, except I don't have any room. Oh, again with the no backpacks. That's weird. I'm just not used to not having a backpack. Admin map. Yeah, that's why I'm seeing things up on the bar here, right? My compass. I can see Zach. Oh yeah, you guys can see that too. Why is it showing me that Zach is right here? Is it really slow to update? It's totally cool. It's totally cool. All right, so we can get around quickly and have a look at all of the different functionalities here. PvP oriented, yes. 24 points every 20 minutes. Perfect. So look at it this way. So for every 24 minutes, I would be able to buy just over 1,000 pistol bullets. So that's how I do the economy. I pick an item and I say, okay, how long do I have to play in order to earn whatever that item is? And again, seeing these names on the map is only because I have admin perms in this server. You wouldn't obviously normally see that. And Fazenda is sleeping. Lazy. Get back to work. And let's go see what Sosa is up to. Definitely, you can definitely sense a 10x server based on the size of the bases. Pink V next to the names mean they are vanished. Oh, and is that what that was? Pink V next to their name. I'm just looking to see if anybody has that. So I'm going to check Zach again because I think that's who that was, right? Okay, nope. There's no pink next to Zach's name. Plus, I thought I was looking for a drone. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, good work. So they just went into vanish there just as I pulled up to them. That's cool. Gives them 300. Okay, so 300 point. Okay, so that's another way of earning to purchase items from the shop is by different activities in the server. So killing barrels, killing bears, killing players. And you can, that's all Rust rewards. So you can set it up different ways to do different things. But it's a way of players to earn money to spend in your shop or your server rewards, or like on that previous server, buying VIP packages. The Wilderness dropping the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you are one of the lucky people in chat that gets a free membership from Wilderness, be sure to thank them in chat. Must be moving. I have seen people try to make... Yeah, I do that too. So like, this is me. So anytime I'm going in and out of Vanish, for whatever reason, I always jump and then hit my Vanish hotkey. I don't know why. Bad habit. Or habit, I guess. So I was over here. I was going to check out Sosa. Actually, okay, what I was just about to do... So I don't really want to show off the internals of somebody's base. So let's not do that. I was about to remove the construction on that base just because I can, but it really shouldn't be part of an audit. So let's not do that. Okay, that's cool. Another drone. It definitely looks like a player controlled drone. Why is it all drunk like that? Wilderness with another 50 RON, is that right? Can we use your review on our marketing part, bits of it, or the full review so we keep everything clear for everyone? That's up to you. Don't need to No, okay, so what I can do, what I actually plan to do this whole time is to chop all these up and actually put them out on my own YouTube channel where you could use them as promotional materials. I've seen a problem. I've just haven't brought myself to actually do it yet. I should probably do that. And of course, Razor dropping another 10 gifted memberships in chat. So please, if you get a gifted membership from Razor, be sure to thank him. I just about said them, but I know that he is a he. Okay, so what else are we going to check out on this? We did the shop, which is good, set up with skins, which we're all, I think, fairly familiar with. So this is skin controller. I like that these are grayed out for items that you can't select. I know that that's just a feature of skin controller, but I do like that. I don't know why. Because obviously, why would I try to skin a gear, right? And stats. Okay, so that's fine. What else can we check out on this server? Now that I have all this power, I feel like I should be doing stuff. So I'm not assigned to any admin modes. Okay, that's fine. So I do have permissions manager. I don't have admin menu though. I wanted to look at the groups. So we've got staff and we've got admin. Okay, so okay. Okay, so like I said, I wasn't expecting anything to be wrong here. I knew for sure that this server was going to be fairly well polished. The one thing that I don't like, and I've said this on many previous streams and previous videos, is I don't like having it shown in chat when somebody is a member of the administration team, the moderators, the owners, the whatever. So yeah, if Zach, I don't know if Zach is Nick or if Zach works for Nick or vice versa. I'm not really sure, but oh, I know what that is. Okay, sorry. I used a command that I thought was something else. But I don't like that that's actually shown in chat. So I don't want to know that there's an admin in the server. They can be here. I just don't want it shown in my face that there's an admin in the server, if that makes sense. And so I went to go open up admin menu. That's what brought that up. So I did /admin, which is the command for admin menu, but it's obviously not utilized on this server, and that is associated with something else. So that's why it said you do not have any admin modes assigned to you. Oh, that is somebody's base. Jesus, I thought that was somebody raided. I'm trying to find something that we can go look at. Okay, so this base has been raided. Wish we could give you admin too, but somehow messed up with the bad commands not showing, always working, but this time chose not to work. It totally happens, man. I totally understand. If Rust never broke, I wouldn't have a job. So, and again, assigning that with another 25 RON. I think that's Romanian, right? The RON? Okay, seriously. This is a plugin, right? This isn't a player flying around, right? Okay, great question. So Marius is asking why I don't like seeing an admin or moderator in chat. Because one of my things that I've always said for years now is the best admin is the one that you don't know is there. So you can do F7 reports if you have a problem that is supposed to be linked to a Discord. So if you actually run into an issue, you know that you have support there. If you have an admin in your server, you feel watched, you feel it just Rust is more raw than that, or it's supposed to be. So yeah, I would just rather not know that they were there with the full access so that if I did have a problem, I knew where I could go. Does that make sense? Exactly, Razor. Hard to catch cheaters if they know you're there. There's your answer. Okay, so that drone is hovering over. Okay, so it must be something a drone assigned to different monuments, because they've always been over monuments. One was at the outpost. Yeah, there's another one there. Okay, so these are monument drones. Yeah, drone event, exactly. That and it circumvented the channels put in place. Not really sure what you mean by that. You can destroy, okay. So we're doing /day/night. I hope this isn't changing things for the players. Is it? Please tell me that's only changing it for me. Oh man, I hope that's the case. Okay, so /players, you have to fix this this hex code next to these names. I know that these are owners, moderators, stuff like that. If you change those, if you fix that syntax error, it'll show up properly when your players do /players. I don't know if regular players have access to that command or not, but if they do, it's important that it doesn't show up like that. Seeing that the admin is there allows people to complain to the admin as opposed to reporting on Discord or using methods you have set up for whatever issue you may need an admin for. That's true. I find that when you have an admin in the server, the first thing that people do is ask for you to spawn items in. Oh, it's just admin time. Okay, cool. /now brings you back to regular time. Gotcha. Do like that. I actually, like, for monitoring cheater, I use night vision on my server. But yeah, that would do the same thing. So that's perfect. So decent decent list of plugins on this server. We're going to go in and have a look at. So this is a little bit more information than I would typically like to do on a stream. But this is a really good way to show what they're using for plugins on this server, which again is a problem too. I understand I might be giving out too much information. But a decent list. We don't have multiple pages. So what is that? Oops. Groups. Admin. So 5, 10. So what maybe 150 plugins on this server? No, let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, maybe 100 plugins on this server. Yeah, the color code, you can see that the color, the syntax is wrong. Oh, I don't have to do it again. It's right there. They've got two pound signs, two hash marks, hash signs, hash tags. There we go. Whatever you want to call it. It's actually a pound sign in their formatting. And you probably actually don't need to have any hashtags in there at all anymore. I think they changed that quite a while ago. Community is small. I'm in the server a lot, but my players know. Oops, sorry. But my players know I won't spawn items in, and if I need me time, I use the covert admin and change my name. That's perfect. That's totally fine. As long as you've built that relationship with your players, but you're going to get to a point where somebody isn't in your community and they're going to ask you for something. Ron, the Wilderness, with another 50 Ron, can we have 45 minutes of your time for a small playtime session this Sunday, 11 CET? I'll be online and provide you with lots more info. This time I did not get a chance to be online. That is the same, right? Okay. I don't mind doing that, but let's arrange a better time. I've got some Sunday stuff that's going to cause an issue there. But so hit me up offline, send me a DM in Discord, and let's set that up. I definitely don't mind doing that at all. And the Wilderness dropping another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. If you got one of those free gifted memberships, be sure to thank the Wilderness Rust server for those gifted memberships. Okay. So Nick, tell me, what do you want me to show off on your server? And then no green is the way to avoid the ask. Most people don't use no green anymore. People are using better chat instead. It accomplishes the same thing, plus it has a whole bunch of more functionality as well as that, as well as hiding your name in chat for sure. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Okay. Yeah, W in chat for all the gifted memberships. Absolutely, I appreciate that. Simple and clear. Less is. Oh, sorry, I missed. Bull, what changes do you want to see come from Face Punch? Ah, that is such a huge conversation. I want Face Punch to stop stealing ideas from the modding community. First of all, I want them to stick to their game the way it is, and I want it to run more efficient and more effectively than it currently does today. Leave the plugins, leave the mods to the modding community. Just fix the base of the game. That's what I want to see from Face Punch. In October, when they changed the way that proc gens are generated, that was something that I never knew that I wanted. I'm so pumped for the new maps that are coming. And I didn't know that I was going to be so excited about it. So that October update is going to be a huge one. And I don't really want to say I hate custom maps. I don't love custom maps. And this update coming in October is going to break literally every single custom map out there. So I'm here for that. Yeah. Upgraded minis. So I just asked Nick what he wanted me to show off. And so let's see. Do we have my mini, or do I actually have to go buy one, or what? Okay, so no, there we go. And because I'm admin, I shouldn't need fuel. Is that correct? Oh, it comes with fuel, so that's fine. Oh, wow. That is super sensitive. Yeah. So this is custom mini. The characteristics of the mini can be modified using plugins. And that's what they've done here. So you've seen me jump off the ground faster than normal. Plus it's super sensitive. Not so dumb when it comes to responsiveness, which is good. I do like that. And it feels like you could have a lot more fun with minis. I have a ton of fun with minis, but and we got another 10 gifted memberships from the Wilderness. Man, you guys are super generous tonight. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. If you got a free gifted membership from the Wilderness, be sure to shoot them a thank you in chat and let them know that you appreciate the membership. Custom minis. Yeah, absolutely. You can change the dynamics of flying the mini. Yeah, Wilderness, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, the community itself is fantastic. I absolutely love the community, especially the Rust admin community. Because we're actually all friends. We're not all a bunch of toxic dicks to each other. And it would take a brand new person and turn them into a skilled server designer, a server owner, within a matter of weeks, a matter of months. And like, what other community is like that? You go to Rust itself and it's toxic AF. People won't even teach new players how to build a base or how to craft a gun or whatever, right? Like, yeah, it's two opposing dynamics in the very same game, which I really appreciate. What's Matthew doing? Matthew the monkey. So he's just chilling in his base. Oh no, he's outside. Don't you shoot at me. I will crash this heli into your base. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. Yep, I do like these minis. Oh, damn, and now I have the tag next to my name. That's brutal. 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 Combat Mini plugin. Rust Admin Academy is where I started my Rust Discord bot development when I joined as an admin at IceFused. Okay, cool. That's cool. Copy pasta. Oh, you're answering questions. I gotcha. Police car, police heli. Police heli. We're doing that. The problem with plugins that adjust Mini's responsiveness, it's easy to forget when you go to a server that doesn't have it. Rustmania Transport Company. See what I'm talking about? So they've changed the name of the plugin, telling me what's going on, and they do it on a lot of things. So what is that? Police heli. Don't have permission to use that command. Uh-huh. Oh no, you have all the commands. You have all the perms. Sure you do. Sure you do, Nick. Attack heli moddable in that one or just minis? I don't know. Minicopter options. So we can do /day. Oh, I do like that. I do like that feature. I know. Here, let's do this. Let's do chat user add LDG to admin. Can't. All right. I thought maybe it would work. Because I change my name so much, I actually sometimes forget who I am. Police vehicles. Oh, it is inherited. So either I got it from I'm thinking somebody just did that. Because I'm pretty sure that wasn't like that before. Oh no, look at this. We have a siren, we have a light. Okay, so how do we turn this stuff on? How do we turn on the siren and stuff? It's good custom tunes too. This makes me happy. How much do you want to bet that I can dodge and deke the aerial assault with the settings on this mini? No, I don't think I'm going fast enough. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, no, I can't. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna wreck me though. Oh damn. Damn it. Okay, so that was fun, but that totally wasn't the point. All right, let's try that again. So I was like, is it just that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, now I understand. I thought it was just the stereo, but it's not. It's okay. So now we have. Do we have hover? No. Okay. I'll just do it like this. Lights. No sirens though, hey? That's okay. That's still pretty dope, not gonna lie. I guess I could have done, what is it, F3? Yeah. Yep, pretty dope. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say it. I think that's White Thunder, right? That made this plugin. He's got, yeah, I think that's White Thunder that does that. Yeah, it's awesome. Cruise around, fly around, listen to his tunes. I do like it. It's a little obnoxious though. Yeah, cool little feature. SRT Maverick, yeah, exactly, right? Totally goofed up at the end there. I forgot there was that one that there's that SAM site that sits behind the launch site. I forgot that was there. Lights are nice, but in a PvP scenario on night, players can see you, right? Yes, they would be able to see that. Oh, who's this? Oh no, what are you doing? What's this guy doing? Oh, damn it, I took my fuel out. See, we can actually chase after people, turn on the lights. So I'm assuming that this is only for admins, right? I guess maybe not. Why would it only be for admins? Yep. He was flying around way too fast, so I had to go pull him over. Be nice if we could like despawn their mini or something when they're flying if they're going too fast. I don't know. Just hilarious. Anyways, so this is Rustmania. This Rustmania is getting a strong 9.5 out of 10. I knew that I wasn't going to find any problems. The only thing that I don't love is, I'm just gonna kill that. The only thing that I don't love is being able to see admins or moderators in chat, and that is like literally the smallest detail that I could possibly pick out. I knew that I was going to be satisfied with what I seen when I came in here. I'm glad to see that you're building your population back up, Nick. Yes, only admins. Okay, cool. And I'm also glad that you didn't have to remind me to come in here and do this. I promised you that I would, and I'm glad that I remembered to do that. So, strong server. If you guys want to check it out, it's Rustmania 10x. Did White Thunder change name? No, but Dana did. Plugin is made by Hex Optimal. Now you're making me question myself. White Thunder is still White Thunder in my Discord, and he's never said anything about changing his name, so I don't think so. But Dana did change his name. All right, so we have a butt ton of thank yous to hand out because so many gifted memberships were handed out between the Wilderness server, the Wilderness Rust server, and Razor, who showed up late, but I'm so glad that did show up anyways. Sorry, I don't have my Streamlabs logged in. So what was that, 20 or 30 gifted memberships? Yeah, White Thunder is still White Thunder. Yeah, that's what I would expect. I'm not happy that Dana changed his name either. And the reasoning for it wasn't a strong one, in my opinion, but whatever. Who am I to say what people do? Viz Entities is Dana. That is correct. Dana Entities. Yeah, there you go. Thank you everybody so much that joined for tonight's stream. I appreciate that most of you have stuck with me for 3 hours. My wife is going to kill me. My wife is going to kill me. Yes, Dana is a legend. You are absolutely correct. We had a ton of dropped super chats. I'm just trying to find that right now. There we go. War Zombie joins as a silver level membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. War Zombie, 10 memberships. No, 15. No, 10. And then 25 Ron, 5 gifted memberships, another 50 Ron, another 25 Ron. Razor with 10 gifted bronze memberships, another 50 Ron from Wilderness, 5 gifted memberships right there, 50 Ron, 100 Ron through super chats. Oh my God, you guys are so incredibly generous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got another one, 10 gifted memberships right there. And that was War Zombie, who got silver for himself, as well as 10 gifted memberships for the community. So we are doing server audits once a month. It's the Friday right after forced wipe, so the first Friday of the month. I'm so glad so many people were able to show up tonight. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, we slammed through basically 5 servers tonight. And I look forward to checking out more servers in the future. So make sure you go to audits.rustadminacademy.com and submit your form there so that you can get on the list, and maybe you will get reviewed or audited on the next upcoming stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. We go back to regular weekly videos every Friday going forward when we're not live streaming. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next week. Have a good one, everybody. Reviewed or audited